I really didn't realize how difficult
Okay, I
your
will make
job
some
was.
notes. He's working.
But I didn't realize how difficult like what you do is until you work with somebody else who just doesn't have a fucking clue. They say they do, or they think they do, but they don't. Can you describe just what you do and somehow try to describe to people what you're sitting in and all that? Because it is kind of...
Yeah, just explain the configuration of the car itself.
Yeah.
And who does what where in it. Because if anyone that's watching this has never seen either the picture of the car or the car up close, it's incredibly... It's technology from front to back.
Yeah, it's insane, really.
So the way the vehicle is set up, the crane can spin, obviously, it's 360. So you can have the crane in the front, you can have the crane in the back. And you have basically 4 people operating the system. You have a driver, you have a crane operator, which is me, you have a remote head operator, which can be Alexei or director of photography,
Right.
and then you have a focus puller. So 4 people have to be in the car. It just doesn't happen any other way.
And then you stick a director in.
And then you stick a director in it. And the way it works is, if the arm is looking out front, then ideally I'd want to be sitting in the front. If the arm's looking in the back, then ideally I'd want to be sitting in the back, because I can see it better.
Yeah.
Because like we talked about, we shoot very close to the vehicles. I mean, sometimes we're just an inch away.
Yeah.
When you want to shoot that badge, we're that close to the vehicle doing 20, 30, 40 kilometers an hour.
Some of the most satisfying stuff for me, anyway, and I imagine for Randy. Is that close.
And you guys are probably working with some of the best stunt drivers in the business.
Well, they're all, second to you, so.
I just can correct you a little bit, No, this like not joking, because the situation between the stunt driver and precision driver, it's big difference.
Huge. Oh, huge.
Huge difference,
Yes.
And actually in a...
and racing driver too.
And
sometimes
racing
they
driver,
go, oh, he's a racer, oh, he's great. It's like,
yeah, it's big difference. And in the past we worked for, it was Vancouver area, we worked for the X-Men. We did very simple shot, but behind the steering of the truck, which we started from this like windshield, it was like stunt driver. And the guy said he's top stunt driver from United States. He can do jump, blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine. And what's happened? This is windshield. And the camera starting from his face, for the driver face, because he's
Nice and
acting
close.
as a very close through the windshield.
Yep.
But the distance was like, I don't know, it's like 10 inches maximum.
Okay.
It's very close. And we have to synchronize movement. Everybody's starting. And after that, our arm go forward, sliding forward, and
Makes
we see
itself away.
hold this convoy.
Into a big
So
wide.
it's like 10 vehicles, different trucks, whatever,
Okay.
But synchronize this movement.
Right.
We did like probably 20 takes.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, because
Okay.
this guy, he's really good. I saw after that his stunts, what he did with
Sure.
truck, with everything, But this one, he couldn't do.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's trying to, he's always, it's like horse before a race, they're just starting.
I think the
Slow
stunt
down.
guys,
Keep your speed.
again, not
I agree.
everyone, not to say anything against stunt guys, but I think that a lot of the times it's on the stunt guy. He feels like he has the control. He has to get close to camera, versus a lot of the time when we do stuff and it's more like you hold the speed.
Yeah.
We'll do the move.
Sure.
100%.
And I think especially in the earlier days, maybe that it didn't click for some.
But that comes with experience
Absolutely.
between the two of us.
Yeah,
And
two.
That's where he grew into that. In Canada, in our union, we don't have a precision driver category. In the United States, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I say stunt driver, it's because it's just what
Yeah.
we think about in our contract, because that's what it is. But I absolutely agree with the precision driving thing. And some of the
Making me
work,
blush, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Anyway. Yeah. Absolutely. Race car drivers always want to win, and
Well, that's the thing.
Absolutely.
just stop. When somebody tells me I've got a race car driver coming, I just did a commercial with a guy who's a race car driver, and I had to teach him how to do a
bit of a donut.
Well, the,
a donut.
Remember
the problem
story
is
from Japan?
yeah, was the racing drivers like, yeah, they just want to go fast. They know the vehicle, they know what it's gonna
Yeah.
do, but that's not the point of a commercial.
That's correct.
And
Yeah.
the biggest difference I find whenever they throw a non-union driver at us or something, it's like, oh, he can drive,
Which is happening a lot these days.
yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is the guys that we worked with for a while, you don't need to communicate with them every single thing. They just know. You know what looks good on camera. When they want that front 3/4, you're just there.
Yeah.
We don't need to tell you, oh, you got to be here, you hold your speed, and you're just there.
You know,
Because drivers are supposed to understand each other
When you
without
like,
the words.
when we do the slide around and stuff, like you're like, exactly what we're doing.
what's funny is Andrew and myself, Blair, Jimmy,
Peter,
well, you guys,
Eddie.
us together, we know we've done more commercials than any director that's ever worked with us.
Yeah,
Hands
And
down.
so I know what a director wants before they even open their mouth,
it's true.
and we do
That's
it.
correct.
We just do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is actually what we are talking about, the skills of the precision driver.